Hello friends! Today I will show you how to crochet a classic granny square. This timeless motif is an absolute staple for crochet blankets, home decor, bags and clothing. First up we need a chain loop. The magic ring will not work here as we need a sturdy center. Chain 4. Form a loop and close it with a slip knot. Now make a turning chain to start the first round of stitches. Chain 3. Then work a double crochet into the loop. Yarn over. Pull through 2 loops on the hook and through another 2. Great! Now make another one. The turning chain we made at the beginning counts as a double crochet, so we have our first cluster of 3 ready. Now make 2 chain stitches. This will be the corner of our square. It's time for another cluster of double crochets. It means working 3 of them into the loop. When you're done, make 2 chain stitches to form a corner. Repeat it all 2 more times until you have 4 double crochet clusters with 2 chain stitches between them. I will meet you at the end of the round. Alright, I now need 2 chain stitches to close up this round. Now let's insert the hook in the 3rd stitch of the turning chain and make a slip stitch. The first round is done. We are now exactly above the first cluster of double crochets. As you may have noticed, the clusters in the granny square alternate, which means that we work them in between each other. These 3 chain stitches will work as a double crochet in one of the clusters, but it will be the 3rd one, not the first one as in the previous row. That's why we need 1 additional chain stitch, which is our separator between the clusters. You can't really see me making it here because I moved out of the frame, but the point is that we now have got 4 chain stitches. I can now start making 3 double crochets in the nearest chain space. Let's remember that we are making a square, so pay special attention to the corners. To make a nice pointy corner here, we have to make 2 chain stitches to create this nice wide chain space. Then make 3 double crochets again, but into the same chain space, alright? We have to do it in every corner going forward. That is, working 2 clusters with 2 chain stitches between them. Now let's move to the side of the square. We don't need as big chain spaces here, so 1 chain stitch between the clusters will be enough. Make 1 and go to the next corner. Work 3 double crochets here. Now 2 chain stitches, because it's a corner. And 3 double crochets in the same chain space. Great! Now make 1 chain stitch. Move to the next corner and repeat it in each next chain space. I will meet you in the last chain space. Alright, here is my last chain space. Let's work 3 double crochets. Now 2 chain stitches. And let's stop for a moment. Remember that turning chain we started with? It works as a double crochet, that's why we need only 2 of them in our last cluster. Now let's find the third chain stitch and make a slip stitch there. See, it blended with the other stitches very nicely. Let's start round 3. We are now again very close to the chain space between the clusters. To make the first cluster look more natural, let's make a slip stitch into the chain space. This way we'll start our turning chain a little bit further away from existing double crochets. In this and every odd row forward, your turning chain will count as the first double crochet in a cluster. Let's make 3 chains. And 2 double crochets in the chain space. We are on the side of our square, so let's make 1 chain stitch. And then 3 double crochets in the corner chain space. As in the previous row, the next step is 2 chain stitches and another 3 double crochets in the same chain space. As you can see, we have 1 more chain space now on the side. We already practiced this drill. On the side we make 1 chain stitch, 1 cluster in the chain space, so 3 double crochets. And then 1 chain stitch again. With each next round there will be more chain spaces on the side. Keep track of which are in the corners and which are on the sides of the square and add stitches accordingly. Alright, I have now made stitches in my last corner and have to finish up the round. I make 1 chain stitch and close the round with a slip stitch. And that's all. You are now ready to make your first granny square project. What will you make? Let us know in the comments section. If you liked learning with us, leave us a thumbs up for this video and subscribe to this channel. For more inspiration, go to the catalog of thousands of free crochet patterns on YourCrochet.com. Bye!